Geofabrics Australasia proudly presents a series of videos that relate to the Australian standards that are used in testing of geosynthetic products and how these tests relate to practical field applications. The standard environment for this test method is an ambient temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, plus or minus 2 degrees Celsius, and humidity of 65%, plus or minus 3%. 5 circular specimens are required with a minimum diameter of 200 millimetres. Sometimes 10 specimens are tested according to customer requirements. The specimens are sampled so that they are widely spaced as possible over the whole surface of the sample, so that their positions are symmetrically different in the longitudinal and cross directions. 100 millimetres from either edge, any visually non-representative, soiled or damaged part of the sample is discarded. The support sieve is placed on top of a collection pan. This is how the sand passing later is collected. The specimen is clamped into a support sieve with a clamping ring. The support sieves are 200 millimetres in diameter, and the support ring must not reduce further than 170 millimetres. The sand grade sizes in microns available by the standard are as follows. "50 grams of the grade of sand required is weighed out on a balance with a capacity of greater than 100 grams and which has an accuracy of 0.01. A stack of sieves with samples and sand are placed together. The sieve stack is now clamped into a sieve shaker for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, the sieve stack is removed from the sieve shaker. The sand in the collection pans is now weighed and recorded as the weight of the sand passing through the specimen in grams. If greater than 50% of sand passed through the sample, you must go to the consecutively larger grade of sand until 90 to 99% of the sand is retained on the specimen. If less than 10 to 1% of sand passed through the sample, you must go to the consecutively smaller grade of sand until greater than 25% of the sand is passed through the specimen. The percentages passing at each grade are graphed against the midpoints of each grade. The grade of sand required to have 95% retained is extrapolated from the graph for each of the 5 specimens. This is the value known as O95. The O95 is reported to the nearest 10 microns. The 5 or 10 specimens are averaged to get an end typical result for that sample. The mean, standard deviation and coefficient of variation are reported. This is a performance test, as it measures the size of particles will pass through the geotextile. Geotextiles are often used as filters in civil applications, hence the size of the pores are important. It is used to replace granular layers to save time and money, as the result can be directly related to the soil grading from a site.